there very well may have been no better era for original role-playing games. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 PlayStation 1 RPGs. For this list, we'll be strictly ranking RPGs that originated on the first PlayStation console. That means because Chrono Trigger was originally on the SNES, it won't make the list here. Number 10, Star Ocean, the second story. If you're a fan of the traditional RPG style, this game probably made your list too. Given the option to play through the entire game as either the male or female protagonist, Star Ocean not only allows players a total of 86 different endings, but a whole host of different perspectives throughout. The game, however, does differentiate itself with its innovative real-time battle system, a rare application for its time. With the addition of a very intricate skill system based on specialties such as herbal medicine, cooking, writing, composing, and more. This RPG allows for a multi-layered playing experience. Number 9, Grandia. Do you enjoy a mildly simplistic role-playing game riddled with adventure? Grandia just might be the RPG you're looking for.
Where are we now?
This game follows the aspiring adventurer Justin, a spry young resident of the small town of Parm.
Oh, Justin, not you again!
On his journey, Justin meets a colorful cast of allies that support him on his conquest of discovering the uncharted parts of his perceived world.
Of course I found something! Ta-da!
Expertly utilizing 2D animated sprites, Grandia opens players to a lighthearted but immersive take on the role-playing genre.
Pretty easy, right, Puppy?
Number 8, The Legend of Dragoon. Dragons are cool, but the chosen warriors fated to command their powers are even more epic. What begins as a long-winded war between two opposing countries leads to an internal struggle that is waged over the course of hundreds of years. Playing through the game as the steadfast protagonist Dart, players slowly uncover the history surrounding the legendary Dragoons, along with the imminent danger that threatens their planet. Buckle up for this 4-disc-long epic adventure, as it will be one you won't soon forget.
Put her in custody.
Number 7, Chrono Cross. RPG fans only came across original masterpieces like this one once or twice every generation. Chrono Cross presented players with its spin on what fans all enjoy with the RPG genre, with its riveting storyline, extensive cast of characters, and incredible musical score. Uncovering the mystery surrounding his death in an alternate dimension, Serge teams up with the thief Kid, along with many others to oppose the nefarious Lynx. If it wasn't the multiple story arcs that kept this disc in your console, it was certainly the 40-plus characters available to recruit. Number 6, Wild Arms. Now here's a theme not commonly seen in your average RPG. Wild Arms employs a Western-themed world that surprisingly works for an unorthodox game. Set in the wasteland world of Filgaia, players follow the travels of Rudy and his gang on their fabled quest to go from rags to riches. When the fate of their planet is soon threatened by an ancient demon, the team comes to its defense. However, Rudy's ability to wield the ancient relic machines called arms would render them formidable. Number 5. Final Fantasy Tactics. RPGs have always commonly been about strategy rather than hack and slash, but this little gem essentially took the tactics aspect to a whole new level. Hey, it's in the name. Borrowing a bit of inspiration from the XCOM games from across the pond, here, encounters took place on a three-dimensional isometric field, and combat was slowed down to a turn-by-turn system. Although the slower pace may have turned off a few people, this game offered charm, originality, and endless replay value with its class system. Screw catching all 150 Pokemon. Try collecting one of every class in this game. They're way more badass. Number 4. Vagrant Story. Longtime Square fans will recognize this game to be their last entry on the PlayStation 1. Accumulating all they've learned from their previous RPG entries, Vagrant Story is a true hidden gem, mixing impressive amounts of depth with elements of Western and Japanese RPG influence. Basing their real-time battle system on a new risk element, the title stood out easily amongst what was commonly seen on the market. Number 3. Suikoden 2. Do you like RPGs with a wide array of playable characters? Try over 100. A sequel to a slightly less acclaimed RPG title, Suikoden 2 takes place many years after the equally memorable original, and puts players in the shoes of a nameless protagonist that would soon command a rebel army against his oppressive home kingdom of Highland. The game builds on the player's aptitude to interact and recruit enough suitable combatants for his army, referred to as the 108 Stars of Destiny. The unforgettable story of two friends torn apart by war was powerful enough for this title to earn a top spot in any gamer's collection. Number 2. Xenogears.
We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed.
Science fiction is a staple for many classic RPGs, and this game should make the list for any hardcore fan of the genre. Xenogears introduces players to the story of protagonist Faye, a resident of the indigenous village of Lahan. With his past shrouded in mystery, players soon discover the larger anomalies outside the village's confines that reveal other planets, dimensions, and the giant mechanized robots called Gears. The game draws from a heavy theme of humans versus machines, and earns its notoriety from real-world cultural and religious references. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Final Fantasy VII. This entry serves as no surprise, although for a while we were tempted to swap it for Final Fantasy IX. Taking our top spot for the best RPG on the PlayStation 1 is the infamous title single-handedly responsible for bringing the genre to the mainstream. Final Fantasy VII influences current RPGs to this day, and has consistently beaten out subsequent titles in the series in both popular opinion and worldwide sales. Say what you must about this heinously popular game, you'd be hard-pressed to find another one that's even half as influential. Do you agree with our list?
It really was all junk. Must have guessed wrong.
Which was your favorite RPG on the PlayStation 1? For more classic top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
It's just like you to answer like that.